Seer on your own semen retention, okay? You can see through BS. You can see through everybody's BS, and it terrifies people, okay? There's nothing worse than somebody that can't be BS'd, all right? And that's you. They cannot BS you, they cannot run game on you, and they can't figure you out. Here's the thing, right? Society is set up so the Matrix can put everybody in a category. Understand something, I'm gonna be walking around, just starting the video off right here because I want to get a good thumbnail, okay? Now, society wants to put you in a box, in a category. Have you noticed that? There's so many different, categorizations for all kind of stuff. They have the INTJ, I forgot what it's called, you know what I'm saying? It's been so long, but like the INTJ, INFJ stuff. They have other categories of alpha, beta, sigma. They have other categories of rich, poor, people that consume social media, those that don't. See, the goal is to be able to put everybody in a bunch of different categories and boxes so that they can pretty much predict your movements, your spending habits, the way you're going to date, the way you're going to live your life, how you're going to probably die, your habits. Already said that, right? Anything and everything, they're trying to predict it. That way they can monopolize on it by, you financially exploiting you to think that you should be chasing women and chasing cooch all your life, you know what I'm saying? And having all kind of different ways to program you through music, television, your everyday life, seeing certain people and women going to work and wearing certain, provocative things that they are told are socially acceptable while also, distracting you, at the same time, while looking for attention because they're told that they should look for attention all the time. It's just, when you really start thinking about it and thinking about it probably a little bit too much, it's just all a way of putting you in a different box, a different categorization, so they can predict your movements. And this is what women do as well. All right, that should be long enough for a thumbnail. I can move around. This is what women do as well. Women are, like I told you, like an Agent Smith of the Matrix at this point, right? They're here to make sure they keep your black ass, white ass, brown ass, yellow ass, or whatever ass in place, going to work, not thinking too much. Whenever you do start thinking too much, they don't like you thinking or being happy too much, so they'll start some drama with you. And then you're constantly trying to fix whatever drama that's going on, and she starts knowing that it's not a real thing. She's just gaslighting you, so you're in a mental trap already, and you're never able to really think like a man, which is to build, network, and do what needs to be done for the betterment of your people overall. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're good. I'm gonna start walking around, y'all, because I like to walk around. I gave y'all a solid 3 minutes, man. Shout out to my new subscribers, my old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. Wasn't for a guy like us, you're not really going to fit in any categories or boxes. And women don't understand this, and they get so upset. They're like, I want him to fit in the boxes. Why won't he fit in the boxes? Because I know how the system works. I know when someone's trying to put me in a box. I know when my son is trying to figure out my behavioral patterns. I know. Look, I can pick up on stuff, okay? So when I notice, look, man, right now while I'm blowing up, I am noticed I'm being watched by a lot. By a lot. Not just YouTubers and small TikTokers, but by big people, right? Big people in the sense of having a lot of followers. So what I'm doing is doing a lot of thinking and adjusting the way that I move. I'm putting out a lot of information that I was really not thinking was going to be, disseminated amongst people at high levels, but they are. They're taking what I'm saying and they're running with it. They're taking what a lot of people are saying, and they're running with it. And I'm giving out a lot of good free information that people are making a lot of money off of. So I thought to myself, I'm going to stop giving it away for free. You know what I'm saying? So I've been dialing back. Now listen, switch this up because this mic is heavy. Ugh. Bear with me. I think I did. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, I started dialing it back. And when I started dialing it back, I started noticing people were noticing me dialing it back. and making content, you know what I'm saying, accordingly, like, oh, you know what I'm saying, it's, seem like you're, not putting out as much information, or it seems like, you're not as forthcoming, and they start saying words like selfish, right? And it's like, I was giving out free information, called a lunatic. I dial it back because I see everybody utilizing it while they simultaneously call me a lunatic. And now these same goofy, goofball goobers want me to get online and then start giving out information again for free. Like, yeah, I'm just going to be a dummy for y'all. No, goofy. No. All that wicked energy y'all put out in the beginning. See, what happens is, a lot of people, they think that they have some kind of skill or talent, right? They run around wearing a mask and they watch people and they figure out how to be able to trick other people and wear masks around other people, and everybody praise them and be like, this person comes off perfect, and this person, well, see, that doesn't work with people like us. The more perfect you come off, the more mask you're wearing. So if you want to be around me wearing those masks, I'm going to start taking those masks off, and I'm not going to say nothing to you. I'm going to let you think that you're trying to figure me out while I'm simultaneously reverse engineering it and figuring you out. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing. So while these women are online doing all this and that, trying to figure me out, traveling from social media platform to platform, trying to figure me out. Some of them to do it to approach me eventually, or to see if, oh my God, they want to date. Some of them doing it to study me, mimic me, try to make it into some woman version, and try to harvest energy and get clout and popular by trying to rebrand what I am as if whatever I'm doing is worn on me and not in me. Then you have these goofy females that know that it's in me and are trying to do whatever I do and imitate the process and not want to ask me directly, though. No. Want to use a little bit of, what they believe to be witchcraft, which is pattern. All you're doing is recognizing patterns. But here's the thing about it with me. While you're trying this pattern recognition and stuff like that, I'm switching my patterns up on you on purpose, right? Sorry, y'all. Glass sliding. I'm switching my patterns up on you on purpose. So when you get used to one pattern, that's all people do. Anyone that's calling themselves intuitive, they just have the ability to be able to see patterns. Human behavioral pattern recognition, right? And then they kind of like are able to put different people in different categories, because just like the Myers-Briggs crap that women use, and they're using spirituality now to put people into brackets, you know what I'm saying? Women love putting men into categorizations. They love doing it. Listen to a woman online talk. They will diagnose you with PTSD, CPTSD, possibly call you a psycho, call you a womanizer, while simultaneously saying that you're a leader, you're a great man, you're a good father. They do a lot of weird stuff. They love putting us in boxes. What's going on, Reggie? What's good? Yeah, Reggie, like I said, yeah, man, like we're talking about earlier, man, the comments, the truth that's hurting these women. They don't want to hear it, but, it's going to be a hard, pill to swallow, but it's the truth, right? It's the truth. We're no longer going along to get along, and also right now we're noticing when people are doing wicked people, it's just all about seeing through the BS. We can see through it, and women don't like that. It's like, what's going on? Why can't I not do this or that? Or why don't they approach us anymore? We're approaching y'all, and women were sitting around making clowns of us for doing it, then getting online and saying that we're weird for doing it. So we're like, we're not going to do it. So now they're like, why are y'all not doing it? Ain't that what you wanted? Do you see how it's a bunch of dumbass wordplay? It's basically society is giving women the ability, and not just women, other people as well, but I deal with heterosexual women. I'm a heterosexual guy. Giving women the ability to just constantly bash men and give and put us in our place and keep us subjugated, while we can't say nothing against them without being called everything in the world by not only women but the social structure. Right? I'm saying the matrix itself will like make us feel like we've done something wrong and have all these different categories. See, that's what the matrix loves to do, man. The more they put out new terms, the more that we utilize these terms, the more categories they have to put people in. And when they have all these different categories they can put us in, they can predict what we're going to eat, how we're going to die, who we're going to probably end up with, and then start tailor making movies and music and things of that nature to promote and push for us to end up in these bad situations, right? That's all. When you start thinking about things, you're just like, man, It's just a huge game set up to make sure that everyone is constantly stuck in a lower vibration through everything. And you got to literally step back and take yourself out of all these categories that everybody's putting you in. Like, women are always trying to do this. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hang on for a second. These glasses. But y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Women will put you in every category they can, especially if they don't feel like they can get you, right? Oh, this guy is not ready. This guy is very attractive and he fun. Like, women will make up in their mind that you want them, and you've done nothing to indicate that you do. You might flirt a little bit. A lot of times, you guys, while you're at work or whatever, you're just going to work and getting in shape and being polite, and women are making up different proxy relationships and putting you in it, and then making up in their minds, you know, he's not even paying me no attention. Then they'll make up in their minds something wrong with you as to why you won't go after them, when it's because you're really just minding your business and getting the work done. Man, I have so many coworkers. They call themselves coworkers, right? Because we do the same thing, even though I've never met them in person and probably never will or interact with them. But people that do what I do online, they call themselves coworkers. And before I stopped watching them, it was just a bunch of women with whatever weird, messed up head cases they got going on, taking my archetype because I'm an attractive guy, most women like me, and then picking me apart through their videos and trying to, you know, hyper expose nitpicky things about me, right? As if I'm some kind of way not the perfect freaking dude, right? But these same women, half of them wouldn't even show their face, and they're faceless readers, or, you know, they're street prophets, or whatever you call these women that be talking about the Bible and quoting verses. But these women are like, I mean, I'm not want to call them leftovers, but they're single mothers, and they're going, you can tell, I mean, they're overweight. They're not the prime pickings, right? So it's like, I had to stop watching, because it's like, man, these women are trying to put me in a category. They can't put me in one, because whenever I feel like people are putting me in one, I start moving around and moving different. And then they're just like, then they'll start making up stuff. They will just full out start making up things, man, to put you in a category. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And it's not just women online. I use them, you know, because a lot of women, you know, in person that are online a lot or watch a lot of social media think the same way. Or why would these YouTubers and TikTokers have such a large audience? They got to be getting them from somewhere. They're getting them from these weird women that are online trying to put every man into a category so they can feel like they can predict what we're going to do and what we're going to say. Why would you need to know what a man's going to do or what he's going to say? Why? To manipulate them. Now, why would you need to manipulate somebody? You know, what's the reason for that? To control them. Now, why would you need to control somebody? Why are you always worried about controlling someone? Right? They keep them subjugated, right? So these women are just trying to keep us subjugated at all times, man. Literally, the system set them up to be the new slave catcher. But what you guys got to understand is, while we're arguing about race and stupid stuff like that, right? The elites and the powers that be are able to take a step back, no longer really have to do too much legislation wise or whatever to keep men in their place. They've got it set up to where women are able to do it for them. I mean, if you go on TikTok and scroll, you will find countless live streams. My man Reggie with the 5-piece, man, I appreciate you. Give you a salute real quick. But if you go on, appreciate you, what you got going on here? Giving you your flowers for your knowledge is much needed. My man Reggie, I appreciate you, my man. See, this is what Sigmas are about. You know, it don't take nothing away from another man to tell somebody, hey, listen, you're doing what you do and I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to build my network of real ones, you know, Sigma men and women that have no problem with giving people their flowers and knowing that we're networking and we all have a piece to bring to the table. And there's no need to try to take away or try to act like you don't see somebody shining, when you doing that is not going to stop somebody from shining. We can work together. We can network information. You know, we can build together. But you know what I'm saying? You know, none of the people wanted to do it. So now I'm building my own, you know. So I appreciate you, Reggie. You know what I'm saying? Reflection. I lost my train of thought. I'm talking about categorizations and, you know, yeah, so women want to put us in these different categorizations, man, so they can predict how we're going to move. They can predict, you know what I'm saying, you know, if we're going to be dating a bunch of different women, if we're players. But the way that we're doing things, we're keeping everything to ourselves. We're moving in silence. We're not allowing them to gaslight us into telling our business, because a lot of women do that kind of stuff. But them being the modern slave catcher, right? They'll try to do whatever they can to try to like, and I'm telling you guys, I'm talking about slave catcher for all men, black, white, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Dominican. They got these women set up so that all women of every race work together as a single unit to keep us all subjugated, all of us men. And what we have to do is come together, man, and start just saying, hey, listen, we're not telling y'all nothing. We ain't telling you shit. We're not going to let you shaming language us into giving out information. We're not going to let you, you know what I'm saying, trick us with mental manipulation into giving out extra information, because all they're going to do is try to mess our heads up, take away from us in the end. You know what I mean? Switch this up, y'all. This thing is heavy. This Yeti is heavy, y'all. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Guys, keep switching it around, man. This thing ain't no joke. I want the audio to be good. You know, so with the Matrix handing it off to the women, and I mean, you go on TikTok, man. That's what I was saying. You go on TikTok and even YouTube somewhat, but mainly TikTok, you will see all kind of man-hating live streams where women are not only doing it on their own live streams, but they're going into men's spaces and arguing, heckling, and then getting a live shut down, right? Like, women have no consequences for their actions, and, you know, society is set up to shame men for any kind of way, you know, defending ourselves, not fighting back, but defending ourselves, right? So we have to look at it like this. While you're thinking that you need those cheeks, right? These cheeks, the woman's cheeks who are just, man, these women's cheeks, man, these cheeks, man, the things that we do that goes against our better nature, that goes against, you know what I'm saying, what we know to be the best thing for us, for some cheeks, man, that she's given to everybody else, bro, especially if she's good looking. She's given to everybody else, and she's giving that Glock, you know what I'm saying, 9,000 to every dude that she can, that tells her you look good and spend a little money on her, and, you know, sloppy toppy for everybody. You know, like, we have to stop sitting around here letting society tell us it's okay to share women. No, it's not okay to share women, you know, whether, because I'm gonna be real with you, we're not doing it willingly, but they're doing a lot of stuff that we know is suspect, and we know that our fathers and fathers' fathers wouldn't have tolerated, and we're dealing with it, man. So we're setting ourselves up, because we don't need to be letting them run around here dressing the way they do, going on girls' trips, going out with their girls. No, I mean, not a dude there that's responsible to, man, these chicks are just getting over, man. They're just getting over. And with the way society is set up, man, if you don't go on semen retention and become a seer so you can see through BS and get out of these different categories they're putting us in, I mean, everything. They got a category. Listen to women talk. They are becoming therapists and doctors, and they will put you in a category quick, fast, and in a hurry, while not categorizing themselves for nothing. Not categorizing themselves on nothing. Everything's the man's fault. They're even blaming men for having kids if somebody made them open their legs. I'm so over it, man. You know, I see it as a matrix, because a lot of women talk about, we can't read you, we can't read you, we can't. You're not supposed to read me, fool. I'm not reading you. And if I'm not reading you, I don't want you reading me. You only read somebody so you know how to approach them with a mask on. And I don't want you approaching me with a mask on. I want to know who you are, who you really are when you approach me. And the only way for me to do that is by making sure I'm always moving around and moving different and switching things up, so you can never put me in a category. You go on my TikTok, I might be working out, or I might be putting out some good information. I might listen to R&B, or it might be country. I do that on purpose. I switch it up. You can't put me in no box. You can, and I'm not going to let you do it. And that's what we got to do. We got to make sure as seers, while we're on retention, that we remember, man, it's just cheeks, man. It's just cheeks, man. At the end of the day, I was talking about it before. Get you an average in the face, nice body, and call it a day, because it's just cheeks. It's just cheeks, man. And what we do is we let social media and everything else get us hyped up by them putting on filters on, and they have their boobs all pressed up, looking like a booty right there on their chest, and then they be wearing those, you know, they wear all kind of pants that go up their crack and make the, man, by the time I take off all that equipment, man, I'm telling you, that stuff don't sit the same It don't be looking the same. That's why they want it kind of dark whenever you're doing something with them. No, man. No, it's just cheeks, man. It's just skin. It's just a soft body. And if you think about all the attitude and all the entitlement that comes along with it, because so many guys are going after her and she don't have the sense enough to be able to differentiate between quality over quantity, you gotta let it go, man. 20 minutes, I gotta go. Hey, I appreciate you, my man Reggie, man, for the 5-piece, man. Again, salute to the tribe. Had to put that thing down. It's heavy. You know, you guys, I might go live again later on tonight, or I might go to bed and then go live at 3 a.m. You guys seem to like the 3 a.m. lives. I'm gonna get caught up on comments. I might get on TikTok for a few minutes. But listen, you guys, I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. We're close to 1,000. 1,000. And once we get there, man, we start making money off the ads. So we already got the watch hour. So I appreciate you guys. Keep watching the videos, sharing the videos, comment in the comment section. I get back to you guys as soon as I possibly can, but I never miss a comment. Peace, love, and light. Stay on top of things, man. Build, you know, take care of your children. It's all about your legacy, your generational wealth, and your kids being your generational wealth and your money. These women, they come and they go, man. Understand something. They come and they go. And as soon as they get bored, they're gone. Okay? So just focus on yourself. It's not you. You did nothing wrong. Don't worry about it. Okay? You know what I'm saying? You get left for some chick, or whatever, some chick leaves you or whatever, or something. It ain't you, man. You know if you're a good dude or not. It's just the world's messed up right now. A lot of chicks think that they're more than what they are. Period. You know what I'm saying? So we got to put things back into place and in order. You know what I'm saying? By walking away and stay in no contact. All right? But appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Be back on here some other time tonight or later on tomorrow.